Good morning. I was tapping into somebody who was like getting advice, but it was more along the lines of constructive criticism because of the tone of voice, but it was very direct. It would have been easy to follow. And the response was, if you didn't, well, maybe if you didn't say it like that, well, maybe if you didn't say it like that, maybe you just need to listen, right? But I think it's because they don't want to listen is why they say that. It's just not a match. The maturity level is not a match. The age may be closer in range, but maturity not there. Okay. And someone was also like saying that about like my readings, like maybe I come off strong, but I pick up like as I'm in the energy, right? I'm picking up on the energy of the person that I'm picking up on. So it's not necessarily, that's not my energy. Okay, sometimes I'll add comments at the end and I'm still kind of in that energy. Okay, before I clear it in my mind. Okay, before I clear it. So that's not how I am regularly in my day, okay? And sometimes I pick up on energies regularly during my day and I have to protect myself because they're not pleasant, right? And that's just that's just the truth of it. That's just the honesty of it. I don't know. I'm not for everybody either, so, but that's what happens, right? We pick up on, that's how it happens for some readers. That's how it happens for me. My sister got me this deck, so we're gonna do these ones because these are like affirmation cards. They're tarot, but they have like affirmation and like words of encouragement on the cards. See, this is the Fool, and then it has like an affirmation on it. There's nothing to fear, right? There's nothing to fear because when you're taking a leap of faith, there's this big fear of the unknown, but there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. Embrace change in all forms. So I'm going to pull these today because it seems like I feel the need to affirm today. Excuse me. Oof. What was I going to say? I forget, so it must not be that important. If you feel like you're not learning, like if you are a person where you are watching videos where you're not learning anything, you're not finding inspiration, you're leaving that more mad, okay? That's an indication that you need to detach yourself from the readings, okay? We're not only picking up on your energy. Okay, sometimes we pick up on our own lessons that need to be learned, but then there's other people on the collective with those same lessons, okay? So it's not about you in specific. So that's one way to think and have it not be so personal. And if you're just leaving there mad all the time, then don't watch it. Literally don't do that to yourself. But it inspires more than anything. So it's like you have the free willing choice to click on somebody's video. If it's going to piss you off, then don't do it. Yeah, so let's do, I'm going to save these for after because so I had a dream that I was in college, and I'm not, okay? But I had a dream that I was. I was checking out a dorm. I was checking out this dorm, and there was this girl, and she was like following me, acting like my friend, but she's one of those friends that like, they like you because other people like you, right? And then that's how they get lots of attention, is because you know how like someone kind of just shines the way they are? Okay, so then people are kind of drawn to them. Okay, so I had lots of friends. I had lots of girlfriends. I had lots of boyfriends. Okay, and they were drawn to me. Okay, and that's the only reason she was my friend, because this girl hated me. She's a bitch. So she's like, we're getting ready to have this party, this dorm party. Something significant about dorm parties: aren't safe. They aren't safe. And then, anyways, we were going to this dorm party, and she was like, "I'll do your makeup." Okay, and then she like did my makeup, and it looked really good on this eye. So then she just wanted to do me dirty, and she just did the other eye real fucked up, and I had to fix it. But like once I fixed it, it was really good. It was really good. And there was like lots of people like really complimenting me on my makeup. I don't even wear makeup, but in my dream I was. And then the next day I asked her to do it again, and she's like, "No." And then I asked her if I could like borrow it, and she's like, "No." I was like, "That's okay, I'll just use mine." And she fucking trashed my makeup, man. She sabotaged it. She sabotaged me. Out of jealousy. And it's like, why did you even ever hang out with me if you... Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Very ungrounded, unstable. This person, I'm getting like, someone's caught stealing. Alongside a lover. A worker. Okay, so I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles either was a businesswoman, is a businesswoman, and had a worker that she was like, either she was stealing from this worker that was her lover, but what I'm getting is that this Queen of Pentacles has a King of Pentacles in the upright. That's just what I'm energetically feeling, is that this woman, greedy, conceited, ungrounded, or she could be the wife to a businessman, and this worker was fast to fall in love and was the lover alongside. So this worker works for the husband, and this lover was alongside stealing. Like there's a scheme. They're caught. And now they're left out in the cold. Like this woman had it good and then went and had to go do this type of shit and got caught. Like scam of the century, man. Because like they knew the person. Like I know that like people say like it doesn't matter if you knew them or not, but like it is like, is it a more of a passionate crime to like be up and personal and stab someone, or is it more of a passionate crime to fucking like accidentally shoot someone in the woods when you were trying to make some money shooting an animal? You know what I mean? Like it was like a shot in the dark. You didn't know if that scam was gonna work or not. You didn't even know the person. Or like you're up close and personal with the person, some sort of vendetta shit, right? Like it's like, it is worse. It is worse. life insurance. But I'm also getting a trust, like a trust. I noticed, like, I watch my videos back and I notice I repeat myself a lot. And I say, right? Right? Okay. I'm getting it right in my head, okay? Because I hear a lot of the things. And then I also get confirmation when I ask. So it's not a habit. Well, I guess it is a habit, but I'm getting confirmation. But I'm gonna try to stop doing that and just like trust. Because they always say yeah or go more. So, okay. Yeah, you're not protected, man. You're not protected, you and your lover. Also, there's this girl is like trying to like question like the way that I mother, okay? And she was like a really shitty mother. So it was like a hypocrite, okay? And there's nothing wrong with the way that I mother. So I don't know, man. It's whack. And she was looking all crusty and dusty and had like, you know, real big bags under her eyes. Someone could be like getting kicked out of a house and going straight to jail. No longer protected from going to jail. There is an illegal study done on a family. You're going to go to jail for that as well. Somebody thinks that the reason that somebody wants to create a relationship, a foundation, a marriage with somebody else, which makes them lose their protection in their eyes, okay, is so that they don't go to jail. They're like, you just want to go build a family because you don't want to go be trapped and go to jail. It's like, no, I actually see a sturdy foundation there, but I mean, it'd be a bonus. But I mean, it'd be a bonus. Okay, I was going to say this earlier. To the people who like were lied to, deception, also stolen from, right? Also frauded out. Also, somebody doesn't want somebody to know that they wanted to kidnap their kid in order to ruin their family and have them not celebrate. I picked it up, motherfucker. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare. Because fucking rights, I'll be solving that case. Yeah, I'm enlightened. Yeah, I'm enlightened. Yes, I'll enlighten other people. You're not protected when it comes to this plan. Stalking. You don't want to accept the fact that you're caught, that you manifested this for yourself. You don't want it to end, and now you're burdened. Weak in the mind. Angry. This could be a Leo. Entrapment. Corruption discovered. You're discovered, man. You look like a fucking liar. You look like you try to strong arm women for fun. You get something out of it. You like it. It's nasty. It's fucking nasty, man. Like, oh, this is like a woman beater energy. Woman beater energy. Who wants to kidnap somebody. Gaslight. Professional gaslighter. You thought that you could fool someone into a new beginning and distract them from their work so that you can hide what you've already done. Yeah, extremely controlling, calculated. Okay, you could be with a wannabe, a high priestess in reverse. Try to have so much ships come in. You don't even like this person. You don't even like the person you're with, man. You don't even. You just want to control them. You just don't want good for anybody. You didn't want good for the person you're stalking. You don't want good for the person you're with. Like, you need to go ahead and heal. You need to go ahead and heal before it's too late and you do go to prison. Because that's what's in the cards here. There's not going to be an ending. You're not going to lay someone to rest. It's just not going to happen. Okay? Like, get the message, hear the message, process the message for your greater good, for your greater good. Okay? Like, I pray that you do heal. Like, everybody deserves to be happy. Okay? It's just not going to be the way you want it, when you want it, how you want it. It's just not. Damn. This could be one of the people who are getting locked up by spreading a disease. And like, if you're a woman who's like the wannabe in this picture, okay, you could have been affected by this too, and like, you're gonna have to empower yourself, woman. Okay, just like every woman before you who has entered this man's life, empower yourself. That's on you. You have to find that strength within. Okay, because you're being used and abused and you like it, or you allow it. One of the two. Okay, you've grown to like it, or you just allow it out of fear. Both of which are very tragic. And there's ways to do it in like in a more silent way, right? When I got out of domestic violence, I got stalked for a while after. You just show up, or like say that he wanted to commit suicide, and of course I'd let him in, right? Like, at this point I didn't really love myself anymore, but I still loved the man that abused me. So I let him in. But what I would do now is I would just call the ambulance, ask him where he is and call the ambulance, so that he wouldn't have been able to manipulate me like that. But he still very much had a grip on me. And it is difficult. Like, I felt completely brainwashed. I didn't know who I was. I had an identity crisis. I didn't know what I loved. I didn't trust any decision I was making. It didn't feel good to eat, to sleep, Nothing felt good anymore. Nothing brought me joy because I didn't even know what brought me joy. So, I mean, after getting out of domestic violence, you need to do deep work alongside people, okay? Alongside trained people. So what you do is you either go to a rehabilitation center is what you do, okay? For whatever you're indulging in, just make it about that. But what it's really about is having people around to feel protected, okay? And doing that work alongside a professional, alongside other people who are getting out of traumatic events, whether it be getting a DUI or having their kids taken or domestic violence. When I went there, there was other women there going through the same thing as me. So you're gonna have to empower yourself, okay? And don't be scared if they stalk you after. Like, just pray. Okay, you're this person's prey now. So you can do this. You can. You just have to make the decision. And you have to stand on it for you. It's scary. That's scary. But you gotta, there's nothing to fear. Anything's better than this, right? Maybe you feel like you don't want to because you have the same disease now. Bruh, there's so many people out in the world with that same disease. You'll find someone better. You know that they have websites and shit for people? They have apps for everything, right? They do. They have apps for everything. Trust me, you'll find someone with that same disease who's way better than the person that's beating you up. You could be, once you find this balance, this person will be, depressed. Maybe it was their son. Maybe someone wanted to kidnap their own son. And they thought that was the balance. What the fuck? Don't do that, you guys. I don't care if that's your son. That's the mother that they're with. There's, family court for a reason, right? Go talk to a lawyer and do it the right way. What the fuck? You want to go to prison, right? This person just wants to go to prison. That's what it seems like. Depressed. This is sad. I knew I picked up the affirmation cards for a reason. Leader. Somebody's sad that you're a leader. A positive one, okay? Because they're a negative one. They're unstable, ungrounded leader. That's the worstest. That's the worstest. You know, the Emperor in the reverse. Let me read what the Emperor in the reverse is, because it's a controlling piece of shit. Benevolence. Credit. Okay, so people give this person credit. Okay, but I'm getting a bad boss. An evil boss. Confusion to enemies. Okay, you don't even know who your enemies really are, because if you did, you wouldn't be targeting the people that you're targeting. Okay, you don't even know who your real enemies are. It's like you're gung-ho fucking tunnel vision, and your fucking real enemies that really set you up are alongside you, motherfucker. How much of a leader are you? How smart are you? Right? Unless you're a person who keeps their friends close and their enemies closer. But I mean, it ain't that. It's not that. You're really something confused upstairs. Okay? Obstruction. Immaturity. Someone just takes it too far. All the time, takes it way too far. I'm getting like aggression. Mind games in the reverse. He or she is the one in reverse. Plotting in reverse. Idiot in reverse. Boss in reverse. Blockages in reverse. I said, I don't know why I don't know what. They're calling me, but they can come and get me. These are all in the reverse. This leader can no longer play mind games and say that you don't create. Someone was trying to say that you are not connected to the divine, that you're just playing mind games. Like anybody who says that about anybody else is just like, especially if that person doesn't even ever talk about you, right? Like you just no business even ever bringing up this person when they never even ever bring up you. It just looks dumb. You look immature. Because you are, otherwise you wouldn't be talking about this person. You're no longer a blockage, the thing that you're plotting, okay? This person did think you were the one. You did have them fooled. Okay? But you have an unstable leader here, an immature leader here. Okay? You and this person that you decided to plot with against the person you were trying to convince that you were the one, okay? You understand that? This person is an actual leader. Okay? You're the unstable, ungrounded one. And you can no longer play these mind games with this boss because you're no longer a blockage. And what you decide to plot is no longer a blockage. They won't be an idiot anymore. Like to be with you is to be a fucking idiot. And like the maturity is just off. It's just off. So it's just overkill, overdone. This person's finding their freedom. Like you did this too long. You did this real fucking nasty. Like you want to block this person's freedom. You're plotting like hard. Be kind. Now you're trying to be kind. Leo. Someone could be like kissing ass now because they want to keep their freedom. People don't forget, okay? People don't forget, especially if you're this immature person who is very aggressive. That'll happen again. They know it. You're not committed. You're not committed. Escort in the reverse. Maybe this is where you got this sickness from this escort. They just free willingly gave it to you, right? They knew. They knew. Just like you knew when you spread it. They knew when they spread them. Their legs. I was watching my video back yesterday and I was just like, ooh, I heard that real loud in my ear. Like, their legs. Your legs. Crusty. Your ass. Okay, let's move on. You. I haven't brushed my teeth yet, so that kind of made me want to gag. Boring. Someone's like, boring. Boring. Someone's bored. Boring. Somebody wants to be kind. A Leo wants to be kind. Like, they want to free themselves from this blockage. Okay, or they already have. They've already made this decision in their mind. That's why it's in the reverse. Okay, they could have fired this person because they're a hater. Like, the biggest hater. Now they feel like an idiot because now what are they going to do? Now what are them and their lover going to do? Now what are their options? It's like you had so many options to just not bite the hand that fed you, and you just did the worstest thing, like an immature, like fucking, like a kid who's like fucking pissed off at their parents, like really pissed off at their parents, okay? Like one of those murderous kids that are like really entitled and disrespectful and ungrateful. It's like a fucking demon child. And just because you didn't succeed in murdering this person doesn't mean that you won't go to jail for trying. Okay? You'll go longer because you did try. Is the thing. Is the 10 of Wands. Depression. Doom from one's own actions, okay? I work hard towards my goal and I rest when my work is done. So like the determination here was like, that's it. They were determined. They were determined to do this. Look how many actions that they've taken. And that weight's all on them. That's not on you. That's not on you. I feel secure and I have enough. Out of greed. 10 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. Greed. Envy. Like, I'm going to hold this from you. I'm going to put all my shit on you. I'm going to create more problems for you. I'm going to steal from you too. Like, what? Sabotage? Okay, remember my dream? No reason. Bitch had no reason. Other than jealousy. Okay? And then when I cut her off, she had no friends. So, I mean, people watched her sabotage me. Okay? It was in front of everybody. Everybody knew that she was just being a bitch for no reason. Okay? When she said no, I said okay. Okay? And then she sabotaged my shit. Okay? Four of Wands. Laying someone to rest, man. I devote my time and connect and listen. So it was like an inside job to create burdens. But you're supposed to be listening, like, listen to your inner self. You are enough. You have enough. Okay? Devote yourself to you. Don't include people right now. Okay? Work towards your goals. Don't let people distract you. And don't go into this, just like, don't go into business plans with people of the past. Don't do it. Don't do it. They're trying to lay you to rest out of greed. They want you to be burdened. They want your money to be dwindling somehow. They're planning to steal. They're plotting hard. Like, you know how they say no new friends? Fuck those old friends. No friends, period. If anything, only new friends. Only new friends. These ones are whack. It's so sad how you can be so great, or like just be like someone solid, right? For someone to be able to actually trust to come to with their problems, okay, and have good advice and have their back and be supportive. Have that sense of security, right, where people feel secure and comfortable to like open up, and then you actually help them because you're very mature and experienced, right? And have them just disregard, fucking blatantly. I don't even. Protect your happiness. Protect your happiness. These people are weird. They don't want you to be open up to love, okay? They wanted to sabotage the way your character, the way you hold yourself, your confidence, your money, okay? That's why they want to plot, to steal your money, to lessen your not only to have that money for themselves out of greed, but have you so down on yourself that you don't feel good enough to move forward, and that you stay with them so that they can continuously suck you dry. This is so terrible. You see the way that I laughed after? Boy, girl. But this is in the reverse, so I'm feeling like you're recognizing this to a certain extent, but these people are so fake in your face, man. Like, they're trying to make it not obvious at all, right? Like, it's up to you. It's up to you. That's what they're being like. It's up to you. It's up to you, but I mean, if I don't fucking listen to these people. Hold back. They're not open to love. And maybe these people want to like get their own kid kidnapped, man. And like have a ransom. If you get your own child kidnapped, okay, the police will look into it and find out that you got your own child fucking kidnapped, and you'll go to prison. And you'll stay there. And the father, the mother will get that kid forever. And that's the grace, that's God. That's God's grace. Right? That's an act of God. Right? So, I mean, it's up to you, but if it were me, I wouldn't fucking do that. In the reverse, the Six of Swords. I'm ready to move forward, leave behind what does not serve me. In the reverse. Something about a kid here, though. Don't bring people's kids into it. Don't fucking do it. Don't do it. Okay? And if you do, you solidify this person leaving anyways. You think it's going to do the opposite, and it's not. I deserve my success, and I'm proud of all that I've accomplished. Okay, so this is what, in the reverse. So they don't want you to feel like you deserve anything, okay? The person that, okay, if this person is moving on to something greater than what they've got right now because it's not fulfilling, it just isn't. It's greedy, it wants to lay them to rest, it wants to put burdens on them, problems, okay? So if this person's moving on from this, okay, it's a success just dropping you and your immature way and your sabotage way and your lack mindset way. That's where the success comes from, is dropping people like you, okay? The success doesn't come from the money, okay? And anybody who like is healthy, who would come across this person, wouldn't give a fuck that they only have 4 of Pentacles. They would give a fuck that they empowered themselves. Because not everybody gives a fuck about money like you do. They give a fuck about the love that people carry within them, the love for self, the love for life, the way they see everything so beautifully now, even after being through bullshit with people like you. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you think that you're plotting. I hope this is a warning. I hope this is a warning so that your plot doesn't even work and this person gets to have their money and move on happy. Okay, but even if they didn't, even if they were dead ass broke, the people wouldn't give a fuck. They wouldn't. They'd love this person for empowering themselves. Period. That's it. So it'll only work if the person loves money like you. It'll only work if the person's just as materialistic, immature, whatever as you. That'll only keep them stuck if they're like you and they're not. It's different. So I mean, that was a waste of money, time, and energy. Fucking good. Good. That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to... That's the affirmation cards. I actually love them. I'm going to keep them out. I'm going to do a don't sweat the small stuff, and then I'm going to call it a day. My nose is really itchy. Yeah, protect your happiness. Protect your kids, man. This could be a son. Protect your son. Protect your son. Exposure. Maybe get a PI, because, like, these people are crazy. They're desperate. That's desperate. Like, if there's like a kidnapping plot, look at the parents. Look at the mom, look at the dad. They're trying to get their kid kidnapped for like a ransom, so that this person can't move forward in life. That's so disgusting. You're a shitty ass parent, that's for sure. Angel number 41 and angel number 105. Avoid weatherproofing. The idea of weatherproofing is, as it pertains to peaceful living, as is a metaphor to explain one of our most neurotic, ungrateful tendencies. It comes of a friend of mine, Dr. George Pransky. Just as we can weatherproof a home for winter by looking for cracks, leaks, and imperfections, we can also weatherproof our relationships, even our lives, by doing the same thing. Essentially, weatherproofing means that you are on the careful lookout for what needs to be fixed or repaired. It's finding some cracks and flaws of life and either trying to fix them or at least point them out to others. Not only does a tendency alienate you from other people, it makes you feel bad too. It encourages you to think about what's wrong with everything and everyone, what you don't like. So rather than appreciating our relationships, our lives, weatherproofing encourages us to end up thinking that life isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Nothing's ever good enough the way it is. In our relationship, weatherproofing typically plays itself out like this. You meet someone and all is well. You are attracted to his or her appearance, personality, intellect, sense of humor, or some combination of these traits. Initially, you not only approve of your differences with this person, you actually appreciate them. You might even be attracted to the person in part because of how different you are. Right? Different, not indifferent. You have different opinions, preferences, tastes, and priorities. After a while, however, you begin to notice little quirks about your new partner or friend, teacher, whoever. What could be approved upon. You bring it to their attention. You might say, you sure have a tendency to be late. Or I've noticed that you don't read very much. The point is, you've begun to inevitably turns into life. Point is, you've begun what inevitably turns into a way of life. Looking for and thinking about what you don't like about someone or something that isn't quite right. Obviously, an occasional comment, constructive criticism, or helpful guidance isn't cause for alarm. I have to say, however, that in course of working with hundreds of couples over the years, I've met very few people who didn't feel that they were weatherproofed at times by their partner. Occasional harmless comments have an insidious tendency to become a way of looking at life. When you're weatherproofing another human being, it says nothing about them, but it does define you as someone who needs to be critical. Whether you have a tendency to weatherproof your relationships, certain aspects of your life, or both, What you need to do is write off weatherproofing as a bad idea. As a habit creeps into your thinking, catch yourself and seal your lips. Right? If you have nothing nice today, if you have nothing nice to say, don't fucking say it, man. Just don't. Like, who are you? A superhuman? Y'all fucking have the same, you guys are both human, man. Nothing makes you better. Or maybe it's the fact that you think that this person is better than you. Then that's a you problem. That's a you and your self-confidence problem. It has nothing to do with this friend. They didn't do anything. It has nothing to do with this partner. They didn't do anything. The less often you weatherproof your partner or your friends, the more you'll notice how super your life really is, right? You're missing out. You're missing out on the beauty in life because you have no peace. Okay, have a good day, people. I'm going to probably not be on today. I got things to do. My parents are home, so I don't have as much free time. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.